For thousands of years, humans have lived beside some of the most dangerous creatures on Earth. Lions, tigers, bears, wolves, leopards. Animals capable of incredible power. Animals that can end a life in seconds. Yet the story of human survival is not a story of endless battles. It is a story of something much quieter. Avoidance. Most predators do not spend their lives searching for humans. They are not waiting outside camps every night. They are not constantly looking for the perfect moment to attack. Because in the wild, unnecessary conflict comes with a cost. Every chase requires energy. Every fight carries danger. Every injury can become a death sentence. The smartest predator is not the one that attacks everything. It is the one that understands when to walk away. And throughout history, many predators learned one important lesson. Humans are different. But sometimes, that lesson is forgotten. And when it is, the balance between two worlds can collapse. The most dangerous encounters between humans and predators usually happen when something changes. Because nature depends on balance. Predators need prey. Animals need space. And humans and wildlife need distance. But when that balance disappears, the old rules begin to break. Imagine a forest where natural prey becomes harder to find. A predator that once hunted easily now struggles with hunger. Or imagine humans expanding deeper into wild territory. Places that were once separated slowly begin to overlap. A predator that avoided humans for generations now sees them every day. And repeated encounters can change behavior. This is where humans often misunderstand wildlife. We believe animals understand our intentions. They do not. They understand patterns. If approaching humans leads to food, a predator learns. If garbage is left behind, if livestock is unprotected, if easy meals become available, the animal adapts. It is not becoming evil. It is not seeking revenge. It is simply responding to the world around it. Throughout history, a few unusual predators became legends because they broke the normal pattern. One of the most famous examples came from India. A tiger known as the Champawat tiger was connected to hundreds of human deaths in the early 20th century. But the truth behind this story reveals something important. This was not a normal tiger behaving normally. Investigators discovered that the animal had suffered serious injuries, including damaged teeth. A predator built to hunt powerful wild animals could no longer hunt the same way. And nature can be brutal. A wounded predator still needs food. An aging predator still needs to survive. A starving predator still has to make a choice. When strength disappears, sometimes survival forces animals toward easier targets. Not because humans are their preferred prey, but because their options become limited. The same pattern appears again and again. Many animals involved in rare attacks were injured, old, hungry, displaced, or changed by human behavior. The rare events that become worldwide headlines are usually not examples of normal predator behavior. They are signs of a broken balance. But perhaps the most surprising part of this story is not that predators fear humans. It is how deeply that fear changes the natural world. Scientists describe this as a landscape of fear. Animals do not only react to danger they can see, they react to the possibility of danger. A deer avoids places where predators hunt. A small animal hides when a larger hunter may be nearby. And now, many predators change their own behavior because humans exist around them. Our presence affects entire ecosystems without touching another creature. One species can influence thousands of others. Humanity has become a force of nature. Not because we have claws. Not because we are physically superior. But because our decisions reshape the world around us. When we look back at our ancestors, we often imagine them as weak, primitive, defenseless, barely surviving. But that picture misses the truth. Humans were never successful because they were the strongest animals. They survived because they understood something deeper. The world does not belong only to the strongest. It belongs to those who adapt. One human alone in the wilderness is vulnerable. But humans together, sharing knowledge, creating tools, controlling fire, protecting each other, became something the planet had never seen before. A species that could survive almost anywhere. The same abilities that protected our ancestors are still inside us today. Our curiosity, our cooperation, our ability to learn, our ability to imagine danger before it arrives. Those were the real weapons that carried humanity forward. So the next time you find yourself far from civilization, a lonely forest campsite, a mountain trail, a place where darkness feels alive, remember something. The fear you feel is ancient. Your ancestors felt it too. They listened to the same sounds. The wind moving through trees. The branches breaking in the distance. The unknown waiting beyond the firelight. But they survived. Not because the wilderness was gentle. Not because predators were harmless. They survived because humans became something nature had never created before. A creature without claws. That could outthink creatures with claws. A creature without powerful jaws. That could build tools. A creature that was physically fragile, but impossible to ignore. For millions of years, predators shaped human evolution. But eventually, humans began shaping theirs. And that may be the greatest survival story on Earth. Not the story of the strongest animal. Not the story of the fastest animal. But the story of the animal that learned how to change the rules. If you enjoyed this journey into the hidden relationship between humans and the wild, subscribe for more stories exploring the mysteries of our planet, our past, and the forces that shaped who we are today. And tell us in the comments. Do you think humans became Earth's most powerful species because of intelligence? Or because of our ability to work together?